Welcome to Reversed.
Natalie also has excellent HDL and very low VLDL, which is a good sign that her overall lipid profile is a pattern A lipid profile, which would be very favorable, having more large buoyant LDL cholesterol molecules, which are actually quite healthy. And so this is also a good sign or a good biomarker of cardiovascular health. She also has low complement and CRP, showing she has low inflammation, which is excellent. And so that's just a brief look into their blood markers.
Wanted to follow up. It's been about, I would say it's been about 6 months. Must say that you always cross my mind. I mean, of course, I see you online and everything like that, but you always, there's something really special about you. Of course, we have to know, how are you doing? How did the show change you? What was your takeaways from health-wise to just overall as an experience?
And I have to really thank you for letting me be a part of all of this, because I'm just a nobody who got interested in another way of eating that is, different from what's typical. And it was the last thing I expected, but it was such an amazing experience for me, because the experts that you brought on were people who I had really looked up to, and to now have some connections with them and some relationships with them has just been amazing. Now that I'm home from Costa Rica, I have been reflecting a lot on what the doctors and experts have been teaching. I've already learned a lot and benefited from them, following what they've taught in YouTubes and podcasts and things. But it was a whole nother experience to be able to be there with them in person and ask questions and get answers that apply to me. I was really blown away with how connected I felt right away with Maria Emmerich. Obviously, she's had a huge role in my success with weight loss and improving metabolic health so far. But also with her husband having the same autoimmune condition as me, I just immediately felt understood by her. I know that everything that's associated with that, the pain and the fears around the future and the life disruptions, I know that she gets it, and I could immediately feel the empathy and love and support from her, and it was a huge comfort, and I'm just really grateful that she was there.
Are you still doing carnivore, or where you at?
Yeah, I've still been doing carnivore. Yeah, that's been, changing my diet that way. I can see down the road maybe reintroducing plants in very thought out ways, but I can never again really see myself eating the way that I used to eat, or even eating, some of the plants that I used to eat, at least the way that I used to eat them. It didn't serve me. And, learning about where the nutrition is, where the nutrients are, and having that align so well with what I naturally crave. It's really hard for me to picture myself ever really veering off far from carnivore.
Yeah.
I kind of see this as a lifelong change for me.
Well, you are a wonderful human being. I thank you once again. I look forward to seeing your progress. And
Natalie was like so many of us. She was quiet, a bit reserved, but knew her stuff. She sat back and listened and came to get the most out of this experience. I can't say I was not a little bit worried about this, as the setting was, of course, to learn, but still a TV series. And on TV shows, we want those who are very expressive. But I knew a lot of people could relate to Natalie, and that was also important to share. She's become like a sister to me in many ways, and I'm so proud of her journey. I know this was not easy for her, but she did it and made us all very proud.